Hey, I'm Johnny, of course, and I wanted to go live today. I'm really enjoying the fact that every now and then I will pop on. Sometimes I'll have the bandwidth to give y'all an update as far as let you know that I'm going to go live. However, I think it's more important on my side at least that I continue the process of going live. That I continue to move forward and go live instead of just doing it 1 week or doing it 2 weeks. I really want to intentionally go live and share because it matters. So, the first thing I want to do is thank everyone who signed up for the session Drifter, and it was about outwitting your inner devil. And so I just want to tell you thank you. I want to tell you thank you for believing enough in yourself and believing enough in me recommending it that you would even sign up for it. Then thank you for those who have taken it to the next level and actually watched it. It's still available to those who have not. It was a very powerful time. And it not only talked about the drifting piece, but also to make sure that you knew how to not drift. So that's enough about that. And I just, again, just want to say thank you to the people who have done that. What I want to talk about today is that thoughts are things. The reason, and all of us know that, you know, whatever the mind can conceive and believe and can achieve is Napoleon Hill. Then you look at the Word of God and know that our mouths, our tongue is a pen of a ready writer. It's just that I speak my truth through the things that I say, and that the fact that when I say a thing, uh, it is it is something that my creative ability allows it to come on. And thank you, John, for being here and just causing us to move forward. So to be empowered, I want to remind us, and everybody knows this, is that God lives in eternity. We live in time. So sometimes when I have asked God, why isn't it happening? I asked for it already and I prayed about it. I know you gave me this desire. Why isn't it happening? It's because uh, I live in time. He lives in eternity, and for him, it's already happened. I've already went through the process. For me in this world, it's not that easy all the time. So, and when I say all the time, I'm saying for me, any of the time. Between the promise and the and the and where we are today is what I call process. So it matters what we speak during the process. It matters what we're thinking about during the process because where our mind goes, our power flows in that direction. Our focus goes in that direction. Our energy goes in that direction. And so if it is negative or if it is positive, it all matters. So since I desire and what I say with my tongue matters, then the key for me has to be to say what he's saying, to say what God is saying about a thing. He said, I'm the head and not the tail, above only and never beneath. No matter where I'm sitting at, and even when I was homeless, the deal was he still said what he said. It's just that right now, my reality didn't look like the truth that I knew. So, what happens when our reality, what we're walking through right now in this moment, does not look like the truth, doesn't look like the promises? Then we have to speak his truth. We have to do affirmations. We have to walk it out. And then you say, Johnny, what happens when, when the Bible, he says, I believe, and he says, help now my unbelief? You said, that ain't, what in the world? Where does that come from? Because even in my state of, yes, God, I believe you. Yes, I believe what you're saying. However, where I'm at right now and what I see is diametrically opposed to what I'm believing for. So help me get there. And the key with that is it matters what I say. So I'm going to talk about things are created more than once. They're created in our minds, and then they're created in reality. Everything, especially on this earth realm that was created more than once. It was created when God spoke it. Let's talk about the foundation of the earth. He said, "Let us make man," and God spoke it. He said it. It was a thought, and He spoke it, and it happened. And in the middle of our chaos, in the middle of our darkness, we have to speak our truth. We have to speak what we desire. And then you say, "Well, Johnny, what if I believe? However, how do I help my unbelief as a human?" So I'm going to give you a couple pointers before I come off. One is, if you're going to use affirmation, and affirmations are extremely powerful, use them in this tense. Use them in I am statements. Use them in present tense. Did you hear me? Use I am and then declarative statement. You said I am, whether it says I am rich, I am healthy, I am whatever it is, and a positive, not I will be, because that's future, right? So I am statements, present tense with power. However, there's sometimes we say things in our lives that we really haven't wrapped our faith around it. You know, we're working on it, but we are not there yet. And so I'm going to give you an example. And since I teach resources all the time, I'm going to use that as an example. I've had people that are really in dire need of funds, and they want to say, "I'm wealthy. I am wealthy." However, the reality of it, their negative mindset, the reality of what they're going through right now, reminds them of, "Yeah, you just said that," but and it reminds them of their current state. So if when that happens, and it will, there will be something that's really large that you're believing for, and you're saying I am, and this power behind it, and you believe in God and you love Him, and all of that is absolutely true, right? Something to put and trigger so that it absolutely causes your brain to work with you instead of against you, causes your thought processes to align with the power that's within you. Add these two words in front of it. What if I am? I'm going to say it again. What if I am? And then declarative statement, whatever that statement is, in the present tense, right? The what if statement, because thoughts are things. The what if declarative statement, I am, is where the power is, because we are creators. God created us to create, right? So the what if causes our brain to say, "Oh, wow," to solve the problem. Instead of fighting you or your mindset coming up and coming against you, what happens is your brain is triggered to solve this problem. You just gave it a what if statement. Now, that is one of the most powerful things I've learned, because I know for me, there were times in my life that I was saying something that was an affirmation. In my heart, I believed it, but there was a disconnect in my head. And now, when I use that, what if I am, it empowers me to take it to the next level. And then once I get the energy, once my brain is helping me, once I've eliminated some of the negative self talk or whatever I've been through in my past, and I can really wrap my heart, my brain, my emotions, my will, my trust around that thing, what then happens is I can remove the what if statement. Now, you've never lost the I am power, because remember, you're saying, "What if I am?" You're not saying, "What if this happens?" You say, "What if I am?" and then still use the declarative statement. So now, after you gain that power, because thoughts are things, you can drop the what if and just walk in the power of the I am. So, regardless of where you are, regardless of what's happening in your life, regardless to that, regardless to what you're believing for. When you use thoughts as being things and understanding that the thoughts and then it comes out of your mouth, it says life and death is in the power of the tongue. Think about that. So, what are you saying? What are you seeing? And what are you believing for? Sometimes we have to get beyond our intellect and step and go at a higher vibration and attract the thing that we're believing for because it already actually belongs to us. However, sometimes we give up before we receive it in our hands. So I'm encouraging you to go back and look at some of the things that you may have been believing for, that you may have even given up hope on, to realign it and put it in positive affirmations, to take your thoughts and create and see what you want. And I'm going to give you a few examples of that really quickly. One is Muhammad Ali. He was first Cassius Clay, right? And Muhammad Ali, same person. And so this is the deal. Remember, he said, I am the greatest. He said, I am the greatest before he was the greatest. He said it and he was bold with it. People talked trash to him about saying it. But he said, I had to believe it. I had to see it. I had to embrace it. I had to, grab it and hold on to it so he would do the work to be the greatest. So when you think of thoughts or things, when you think of declarative statements, when you think of moving forward in your life and believing what if, you still got to do the work, right? You still got to do the work. Because faith without works is dead being alone. You still have to do the work. You still got to go through the process. You still got to do all those things. Let's talk about the other thing was Joseph, right? Or you can look at Tiger Woods. People that believed for something that they saw before it happens. When do you win a race? When do you lose, gain, whatever you're doing in your life? You do it before. You visualize it, you believe in it, you grab your faith and you walk through it, but you see yourself crossing that finish line. There are some things that I'm believing for even now in my life. I still got to do the work. However, I'm making the affirmations and I'm speaking them, I'm reading them aloud so that my brain hears the goals and the aspirations, so that my brain goes where I control it to go. That is not wandering around and drifting. That is in alignment to what I'm believing for. So I encourage you, regardless to what it is, it could be anything. It could be everything. That you walk out your life and create the life that you desire. The life that you're already given the authority to have. To walk out your birthright as being a Christian, as work out your birthright, what is already mine, and then do the work. Make a plan, build a strategy, do the work. And if you have a problem or concern in that space, you know that you're believing for it, just direct message me and we'll see how we can maybe work together. I can guide you, I can provide you some support. I am going to do some classes. Some of them are going to be at no cost. And there's a couple books that I want to do something on. And one of them is this, T.D. Jakes' Disruptive Thinking. This is phenomenal. And just share in a mastermind kind of setting so that we can grow and move forward. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, just direct message me and then we'll go from there. Okay? Well, listen, thank you, Joan, and all of those who will watch this later. Please like and share. I have also put a link in the box that goes to the under a purpose thing that I did on YouTube. The subject is purpose, revelatory thoughts, and it's connected to thoughts being things and walking out your process for and revelation as it regards to thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I am doing more there and going to continue to do that because it's time for us, our voice, to be heard and for us to move forward with who we are authentically and our love and passion that we do. So thank you, Gary, for being here. I know that I appreciate y'all time and energy for being here. And please, again, reach out because there is some powerful things that we need to do as the kingdom. And right now, as a side note, part of my vision, mission, and purpose is to help build kingdompreneurs, which is just a kingdom minded entrepreneur, right? And so we're going to do some things in that realm. And I encourage you to build and grow and move forward in yours, regardless to the age, regardless to the stage that you are in your life. There is greatness in you. And share it share it. It doesn't have to be perfect, as y'all can see. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to always know the best about technology. However, you starting where you are, using what you have, and doing what you can is the beginning of the next step as you move forward. I am Johnnie. It's a pleasure to be here with you. And if y'all have any questions or anything, don't forget to put those in the comment section as well. Have a great day.